Good noon, everyone. My name is Venish Patel, and I'm a first year master student at University of Victoria from Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. Today, I'm gonna show you an Arduino-based blinking circuit that blinks every few seconds. A tutorial of that on TinkerCAD Software. First of all, I'll give you some tips how TinkerCAD software is used. So TinkerCAD software is basically a free version. You just have to log in into TinkerCAD, make your account and then log in. Then you'll able to show this you'll able to see this home page where you can start making the circuit. As I told you that today we're gonna use the basic element of our circuit construction will be an Arduino, using which we'll get power for from our LED. So first of all, I'll give you the basic overview of an Arduino. How it works. Sorry for the interruption. So this is a platform where you can start making an Arduino based LED blinking circuit. So first of all, we have to take all the components which you'll find from here. So for this we'll need a LED, a resistor, and the main thing is an Arduino board. So we'll just drag all the components here which we need. So first of all, I'll give you the basic overview. What is an Arduino? So Arduino is open source hardware. All the design files for this board have been made public, so anybody can go and make clones of the Arduino. So here from 0 to 13 there are digital pin headers, number and holes which are from 0 to 13, which is from right towards the left, and those gives us access the chip right there. So in this digital pins 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 and 11, they can use pulse width modulation, which basically means they can adjust the amount of voltage they apply between 0 and 5 volts. Basically we can control it. Here we also have 1 and 0 as TX and RX. So T means transmission and R means receiving. So suppose if we are talking with our computer or with the another device using Arduino, it's going to be these pins that are being utilized for the connection. There's also transmit and receiving LEDs that are embedded on the board. So this will blink when we are sending or receiving the data. Now further I'll tell you about the analog pins headers. So 0 to 5 from left to right are 6 analog pins. It gives access to a thing called analog to digital converter, which is present on the Arduino board. As the name suggests, it converts analog signals into digital signals. We also have two pins which is of 3.3 volts and 5 volts. They are basically used when we have to connect a battery or a computer with the USB cable to our Arduino board. In this circuit we have three ground pins. One is on the top, this one, and second and third is on the downside. It gives access to lowest voltage on a board. It will be used in every circuit which will make. So this components are the most which you're gonna work using the Arduino board. So now, as we have taken all the components which we'll use for the circuit formation, so the component, first of all I'll wire all of them and then show you. So for wiring you just have to click from here to here and it will get wired. So basically this is our connection. The component between LED and pin 13 is known as resistor. So what basically resistor do? It helps limit the current to prevent the LED from burning itself out. Without it you'll get a warning that the LED might burn out soon. And it really doesn't matter resistor come after or before LED or which way round it goes. The colored strips here indicate the resistor's values, and for this resistor we can use it from 100 to 1000 ohms will work great for this. So here we can set how much resistance we want and the color will be changed accordingly. The positive leg is anode, usually has a longer leg and it is wired to the power in which coming from our Arduino's output pin 13. The negative, which is called as the cathode, which is shorter leg connected to the ground. So you'll see small LED which is also on the Arduino board, and you can start this circuit. To see the results of the circuit you just have to start the simulation, and as you can see it started blinking. Now I'll show you that how the code behind the circuit works. So this is the code section. When we connected all these components to the circuit, it automatically codes and give us this output. Now I'll show you that which component works what in this circuit formation. So you can see the first blue output block sets the built-in LED high, which is Arduino's way of describing it. This output command will activate a 5 volt signal to connect anything connected to the specified pin. Next up is a yellow command block that waits for 1 second, so the program will pause while the LED is on for the second. Next, after another comment is a blue output block to set the LED back to the low or off, followed by another second long pause. You can customize this code by changing the wait times. In this you can see the code generated by code blocks. So you just have to go into blocks and go into blocks plus text, where you can see the code which actually works behind this circuit. So first is code setup, which helps set up that our program needs later. Our blink sketch setup configure pin 13 as an output, which prepares the board to send signals to it rather than listen. The main body of the program is inside the loop. This part of the code will execute on repeat. The output command we are using is called digital write, which is functional that sets pin high or low. The pause to the program will use delay, which takes number of milliseconds. 1 second is equal to 1000 milliseconds. So we can change how the circuit blinks accordingly. We can change it from here and you can see it. It will blink till 2 seconds and it will wait for 1 second. You can change it accordingly how you want, for what time you want to. So this is the basic functionality of Arduino. If you are starting how to use the Arduino, this is the one of the best procedure that you can start learning about all the components and how they can work. So as you can see, there's also a small LED on the board which also blinks, which is this is just for the procedure. This is just for the explanation that this board actually works. Thank you.